What's up YouTube, Saf here on SuperSaf TV, and this is my first initial hands-on comparison between the HTC 10 and the S7 and S7 Edge. So the HTC 10 has been announced today and it's offering some great features, but how does it compare to currently some of the best Android smartphones out there in the form of the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge? So first up, looking at the build, HTC have gone for a full metal build here once again, and it looks and feels very premium. You do have a chamfered edge around the back this time around, which does look a little bit different to what we've seen in the past. The S7 and S7 Edge on the other hand have a metal frame with glass panels on the front and the back. The unique feature here on the S7 Edge is that dual curve display in the front, which looks very nice. Now although both of these do look and feel premium, they are going to be a little bit slippery in the hand because of the materials used, and there's an easy way to overcome that, and that's with a dbrand skin. And you can see here I've got one on my S7 Edge. This allows you to customize the look of your device as well as give it some more grip. I'll be leaving a link to dbrand in the description below, so definitely do go ahead and check them out. One advantage that the S7 and S7 Edge do have is that they are IP68 water and dust resistant. This is not something that you've got with the HTC 10. Now looking at the displays, the HTC 10 has a 5.2 inch Super LCD 5 display with a Quad HD resolution. You've also got Quad HD on the S7 and S7 Edge. The S7 comes in with a 5.1 inch display, the S7 Edge with a 5.5 inch display. I'm going to have to spend some more time with the HTC 10 to really see how well it is compared to the S7 and S7 Edge, but the S7s have definitely been very good and some of the best displays out there. Now moving on to the internals, both of these support a Snapdragon 820 processor with 4GB of RAM, so you can expect similar performance. But with the S7s, you do have an Exynos octa-core version for certain markets, and that's the version I've got here. In terms of speed and performance, we are going to have to put these up side by side in a detailed speed test, and that is going to be coming up on the channel once we've got the HTC 10 fully in hand. 32GB of onboard storage on both of these, but you do have a micro SD card slot, which means you can expand the storage and you're not going to be limited to what you get, and that's definitely a nice touch. Now moving on to the cameras, we've got some interesting features here. 12 megapixels on both in terms of resolution. Both also have optical image stabilization. There's f1.8 aperture on the HTC 10. On the S7 it's an f1.7 aperture. Now both of these do have larger pixels than your standard smartphones, and this should help in low light. I'm going to have to put these up side by side to see what the exact differences are. And if you're looking forward to a SuperSaf style camera comparison, then make sure you have subscribed to see that first. You've got laser autofocus on the HTC 10 and you've got dual pixel autofocus on the S7. Now I've still not found anything that matches the S7 for the dual pixel autofocus, so we'll definitely be putting that up to the test with the HTC 10. Both can also record up to 4K, and you've got 5 megapixels on both front facing cameras, f1.8 on the HTC 10 and f1.7 on the S7. Now what's actually interesting about the HTC 10 is that it's got optical image stabilization on the front facing camera, so this is the first that we're seeing, and this should really help in those low light situations and also getting some more stable selfies. In terms of the operating systems, you've got Android Marshmallow on both here, however you've got TouchWiz on the S7 and you've got HTC Sense UI on the 10. Now HTC have tried to keep it very close to stock Android here. You've got no duplication of apps and things, so this should definitely help for those people who do like a close to stock Android experience. In terms of other features, both of these have a fingerprint scanner on the home button and they both seem to work pretty well. I'll be doing a detailed fingerprint scanner speed test between these two, so make sure you do hit that thumbs up button if you want to see that first. Now the HTC 10 does support USB Type-C. We've still got micro USB on the S7, so the 10 does get an advantage here for using the newer technology, and you can use the USB Type-C cable either side and it will work. For the speakers, the HTC 10 does support boom sound. This is slightly different to what we've seen in the past. So you've got one speaker on the headset at the top and there's a bottom facing speaker as well. These work together to give you stereo sound. And you've also got high-res audio. Now this should definitely be better than the single bottom facing speaker on the S7, which isn't that great, and that also does come down to the fact that this is water and dust resistant. For the batteries, you can't remove the batteries on either of these. The HTC 10 comes with a 3000 mAh battery. The S7 also comes with a 3000 mAh battery. The S7 Edge with a larger 3600 mAh battery. They all support fast charging, which is definitely a nice touch. However, the S7 and S7 Edge do support wireless charging as well as wireless fast charging. Now in terms of pricing and availability, you can expect some similar prices for the S7 and the HTC 10, with the S7 Edge coming in slightly more expensive because of the dual edge feature as well as the larger size. Both the S7 and S7 Edge are currently available. With the HTC 10, it's supposed to be coming in May. So there we have it, an initial hands-on comparison between the HTC 10 and the Samsung Galaxy S7. If you want to see more detailed comparisons between these two, then make sure you have subscribed to see that first. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, then please do hit that thumbs up button for me. It really does help me out. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf TV, and I'll see you next time.